I've been watching a movie a day every single day this year. Here are the best and least best movies I have watched the past few weeks. Let's start off with newer movies. I saw Longlegs in the theater. I feel like Nick Cage is the best and worst part of this movie. Sometimes he is absolutely creepy. Sometimes I feel like this is a parody of the type of genre this film is in. Overall, I liked it, and I feel like the ending definitely stuck the landing for me. While there wasn't a lot of fun to be had with Longlegs, this horror movie has a lot of fun all throughout it. If you like Radio Silence's other work like Ready or Not, Scream 5 and 6, this is that same aesthetic, that same kind of humor and horror that they blend very, very well. Had a fun time with this, for sure. The more I think about Deadpool and Wolverine, the more I'm just not wanting to rewatch it anytime soon. I feel like this movie is just a vessel to fit in MCU and Marvel and Fox references all over the place. There's not a really good, compelling story for me, at least. It's still a 3 out of 5 because I had some fun with it. The opening scene is amazing, but that third act really drags. I made a full review for this movie on my YouTube channel, but just giving a brief synopsis of my thoughts. It's a lot of different genres trying to mush itself together into one film. It just does not work as well as what I wanted it to, because the marketing for this film I've absolutely loved. Bum, 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 ba-da, bum, bum, bum. Someone needs to recharge the batteries of this franchise because it just kind of dragged. A lot of old people reminiscing in this one. The Despicable Me franchise has been very hit or miss, and 4 was more miss than hit, unfortunately. Did not need superhero minions in my life at all, but nah. Now let's go to some older movies, and yes, I did watch Carrie for the first time, and yes, I'm kicking my own ass for waiting so long to watch it. If you have not seen this movie, it is phenomenal. Horror doesn't get much better than this. The past few weeks for me have been watching a lot of horror movies and a lot of superhero movies. Of course, I had to rewatch Logan before I saw Deadpool and Wolverine. And oh my god, this movie is absolutely perfect. While Deadpool 2, on the other hand, just continues to go down and down for me as well. The main plot thread of the kid that Deadpool is trying to save just never worked. I Know What You Did Last Summer is a blast of a slasher film that I have not seen until this month. It was just a load of fun, and the 4K transfer, oh my god, this movie does not deserve to look as good as what it looks. If you have a 4K player and do not own this movie and are a fan of this movie in any way, highest recommendations. Also rewatched WALL-E, absolute banger here. The sadness does not mess around at all, and this is definitely going to be the horror film that totally defines the COVID era. And oh my god, Fright Night Part 2. I watched the first Fright Night last month. I finally watched the sequel to this. How is there not a better release? How is this not getting the boutique treatment? This movie is an absolute blast, and I want to have this in the collection badly. And last but not least, I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. Yes, I had to watch the sequel, and this one's a load of fun as well. I've heard I should not watch the third one, so I will not. I always will know what you did last summer or something like that. Sounds terrible. The first two, very, very fun.